bags aren't great.
I had to make multiple trips from the hardware store to my car yesterday carrying the salt. I understand I'm not the strongest guy in the world, but even CC, I don't think would have been able to carry all of these bags.
Well, yeah, because he's paying someone else to do it for him.
Oh.
Can I offer an I'm over it, a weather-related I'm over it?
Yes.
Can I do I don't just tell me the wind chill. Just tell me the wind chill. I don't need to know what the actual. I don't know. I only care what I feel like when I go outside. Like, why are you telling me the temperature? It's 30 degrees, but it feels like 10. Just tell me it's 10. I don't understand why you're telling me.
Great.
I want to know what it feels like outside.
Great point.
If it feels like 10,
that should be it.
If it feels like 10, isn't it 10? Like if this is what I'm feeling, and this is what it's like when I step outside my house, you might as well tell me it's 10.
So are you anti-adjusted shooting percentage in the NBA? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I don't have to wear a coat because of an adjusted shooting percentage, so there's that. There's that part of it.
It's like showing an item pre-tax. Like, just tell me what the whole thing is.
I'm just saying, because like adjusted shooting percentage is not actually your shooting percentage, right? It's like this is kind of the adjusted shooting percentage of weather. And by the way, I don't need people on my phone. I mean, I'm not going to name names like Gabe Neitzel, ESPN Milwaukee, and our teammate here at ESPN Radio.
Oh, 299 batting average.
299, yeah. Couldn't get to 300 as a college baseball player. That's rough. Do I throw the bag over your shoulder and carry it to your car? Gabe, I bought 5 bags of salt. 5.
Get a dolly.
Well, I can't. What kind of shoulders do you think? What do you think? I'm Phil Jackson with my shoulders?
Do you know what a dolly is? You're telling. I know that you don't.
Yes, I know. And I was thinking about buying a dolly at the hardware store for that exact reason. Next one, Cam.
Never bought salt in my life, so there's that.
Me either.
So then you live in a warm weather climate. Then you don't live in a cold weather climate.
You think I'm buying bags of salt?
When you were in St. Louis?
You think I am buying bags of salt?
If Evan can't carry them, no offense, Michelle, I think you're in trouble.
Wait a second. What are you saying?
I work smarter, not harder. We outsource those things.
Michelle says all the time that she does not have good upper body strength.
Come on, you think I could carry a bag of salt?
Just snap her in half.
You think I've ever mowed the lawn in my life? There are certain things that I've never done and I will never do that I will outsource till the day I die. Lawn, yard work, and salt and shoveling and all that. Anything having to do with like the exterior, the perimeter, that's not for me.
What about True Green salting? Maybe I just gave them a winter business in the Northeast for True Green. Maybe they deal with snow removal. But, you know, the whole thing is to make the lawn healthier.
True Green and True Clean? I'm going to clean your driveway and salt it?
True Green. Let's talk. More than we already have, which we've talked. I like this.
Okay,
we may be onto
Zaslow.
something.
You did a full Zaz there. Let's talk.
Yeah, that was a Zaslow. Good job.
Okay. Anyway, anything else, Cam?
Yeah, I had a whole thing about how my bar trivia team wins every single week, and some of the members of our team are starting to feel guilty for not giving other teams a chance. Should we feel guilty, or should we have no mercy?
No mercy.
No mercy.
That's what I say.
Winners win.
It's
You're
up
on
to
a
them
bar
to step up their
trivia
game.
team?
Yeah, well, it's just like a group of friends.
What's
It's
your
not like
team
it's
name?
established. I can't say it on the air.
I think he just wanted to tell us his bar.
You're saying it's inappropriate or you're embarrassed? Or not inappropriate. It's not FCC compliant?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't want to make it seem like it was inappropriate, but I just did. We're not Sportsman, like we're talking about Progressive Insurance.
Commercial contractors. It takes a well-managed crew of professionals to keep a company running smoothly, and that takes time. Service Titan, the end-to-end business management platform for the trades, provides the tools to manage your crew in the field. With automated scheduling, time tracking, progress updates, and more, your team stay on track, on budget, and aligned from start to finish. Learn how Service Titan is taking your teams to new levels of efficiency. Visit ServiceTitan.com to request a demo. That's ServiceTitan.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Tax refund season is here, but at Cunis, you don't need your tax refund to get a great ride. Right now, during the Cunis Keep Your Refund event, you don't have to spend your tax refund to drive something you'll love. Why? Because Cunis has added a huge selection of over 1,200 affordable pre-owned vehicles available right now across 3 Milwaukee area locations. That's Oak Creek Buick GMC, Greenfield Buick GMC, and Hope Chevrolet. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, all makes and models, and all priced to fit your budget, so you can hang on to your refund for the things that matter most. Pay down bills, take a trip, start a project, spend your refund how you want. With over 1,200 affordable vehicles, chances are the perfect one is waiting for you without touching your tax refund. Shop Cunis Oak Creek Buick GMC, Greenfield Buick GMC, and Hope Chevrolet today. The Keep Your Refund event, only at Cunis. Start your search at CunisMKE.com.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family. They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Prizes,
flyaways,
even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
It is a Wendorf Wednesday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weren't sure, but we are going to have our guy Adam Schefter coming up later today. Yeah, and they're dealing with some travel issues. Chew, I don't know if you heard the Sportsmanlike crew talking about what they're going through. Again, because just more snow dumped on the East Coast. Like I feel like we've had, a more harsher winter than we've had the last few years here in Milwaukee. Out east, man, it has been brutal. They've gotten like 2 feet of snow in like the last, 4 days.
Gabe, if Wisconsin got 2 feet of snow, they wouldn't even mention it. The only reason they mention it is because the East Coast.
Well,
okay?
so
I'm anti-East Coast when it comes to weather. They think
You're
they
East
are
Coast.
the most important people in the world. Am I right or wrong?
Well, so then,
if Wisconsin got 2 feet of snow, it would be a blip on the news.
Because, we're not going to complain about it. We just understand that that's part of the deal, right? Like
weather arrogance.
Yeah. And honestly, they had David Dennis Jr. on the show, and I know David. He lives in Atlanta, and they've gotten, ice storms. Yeah. And they just don't have the they get winter weather like that down south. They just don't have the infrastructure, and I actually feel for that, and that becomes a story because so much stuff shuts down. But Evan's talking about, he's buying 5 bags of salt. How big is your property if you have to purchase 5 bags of salt because it's snowed this much?
I got to go buy 6 bags of salt today.
For what?
My water softener. What's so big about getting... What are we doing here, Gabe? And I will put a little bit on Wisconsin here, okay? Because they think 90 there is the hot. Oh, God, it's so hot. Come down to 90 here. You sweat inside at air conditioning, all right? So everyone has their own little weather arrogance. So if you want me to feel sorry for people, it ain't going to happen there, bro.
No, yeah, because you are incapable of that. You only want people to feel sorry for you.
That's not true, right, Josh?
I'm on Gabe's side.
Oh, shocking. Am I right, though?
You design your life around avoiding the worst parts of both of the houses in the states you live in.
Yeah, you actively avoid what you were just talking about.
Yes.
Oh, come down here when it's 90. You're not even down there.
you don't come down there.
You come back to Wisconsin for that part.
Still doesn't make it not true. So we all got a little bit.
You don't know. That's the point.
I'm soft. I'm not going to lie. I've become soft in my old age. Yeah, they are getting pounded.
Oh, man. But yeah, like just 5 bags of salt. Like how big is your property? Like if your property's that large, at that point, you just got to pay someone to
service.
do it. Yeah,
easy peasy.
If you're buying 5 bags of salt,
well, is he not shoveling and just throwing the salt on top of the snow and waiting till it melts, or what are you doing here?
Great question.
Or is it just a rookie move? He doesn't even know what to do.
Yeah, I think Evans.
He's soft.
But he's
he
lived.
is a Miami guy living in New York.
Yeah, but he lived in Madison. Like he went to school at UW, so like
he's been in New York for quite some time.
Yeah.
Granted, it was an apartment until he had kids.
Okay.
Do I think he's as proficient at shoveling as the three of us? No.
No.
Do I think he's got the system down as well as us? Certainly not. But
no.
He's experienced.
Okay.
I just think of that much salt. Like, what are you doing with that much salt?
I think he might be over-salting, too. He thinks he needs to cover every square inch.
Think?
Yeah.
I hope he's putting it on concrete because he's going to learn real quick you don't do that. He might be pouring a new driveway in the spring.
So, yeah, I heard that and just said, our guy, Evco, just got to give him a little bit of a hard time. So, Goody yesterday, Chew, he spoke to the media, NFL Combine going on. And really, this is, if you're a fan, unless you are going to deep dive into some of the things that go on at the Combine, I know NFL Network, they televise it. And, I mean, people do sit there and watch the 40-yard dashes and the 3-cone drills and all the other things that the athletes do throughout the course of the week. But I think as a fan, your general manager speaking is kind of the highlight. Like, this is going to be the biggest thing that happens here. It can give you some insight of, I know Goody just spoke a little while ago because that took the Packers a while to kind of work through their way through some things with getting a new defensive coordinator, all those sorts of things. But it kind of gives you a little bit of insight. Okay, how are we approaching this offseason? Because, Chew, we are 2 weeks away from NFL free agency opening. We're 2 weeks away from the new league year opening, and you've got to be salary cap compliant. And, okay, how are we going to navigate some of those things? But I think some of the interesting stuff out of Goody, I don't know how much he's blaming himself for some of the Packers' failures this past year. Let's hear how he thinks one of the ways the Packers can improve, maybe playing better in close games next season.
Yeah, I think we've talked a lot about this. Our ability to be more consistent in situational football and finishing off games. A number of our games the past couple of years, we've been up in the games and just not been able to close them out. And our group's got to get to that point. So I think we're on our way there. I really like the guys in our locker room, and I like the makeup of our team. But that's an area that we have to fix.
Whose responsibility do you think that would be, Chew, to fix that? If he likes the guys in the locker room, which, again, shocking, he's the one who picked the guys in the locker room. But if he likes the guys in the locker room and he thinks they need to close out games and that's an area that needs to be fixed, it kind of feels like he's pointing the finger a little bit.
There's a shot at LaFleur, and I don't think these guys like one another, and I don't think they dislike one another. I don't think they're going out to dinner. But that did feel a little bit like a shot.
Oh.
I mean, if I'm LaFleur, I would interpret it as that. Because LaFleur could come back and say, well, you know what? I don't like everyone in the locker room. Not personally, but as a player, I don't like everyone in the locker room. And that's your lane.
Well, I mean, again, maybe you thought, okay, yeah, that's a pretty obvious one, right? Like Packers need to close out tight games. I think everybody kind of knows that. Well, okay, what about Matthew Golden? That was somebody we talked a lot about this year, Joshy. You and I were fans, thought he deserved more opportunities. Apparently, we weren't alone.
Yeah, I thought Matthew did a great job with all the opportunities that we gave him. I thought he did an excellent job. Would have loved to seen him get more opportunities through the year. It didn't work out that way, but when he did, he performed, and he performed at a high level. And really excited to see where he goes in year two. Obviously, he was a third-year player coming out of college, 1 year at Texas, 2 years at Houston. So I think his ceiling is very, very high. We're very, very excited about what he's going to do for our football team moving forward.
Again, mostly complimentary, right, of Matthew Golden, and excited about his future, but just had to sneak in there. Oh, I would have loved to see him get more opportunities, which, again, falls on the coaching staff. I don't want to start anything here, Chew, because the last couple of years, there have been times throughout this Brian Gutekunst, Matt LaFleur structure and tenure that it felt like, okay, how much are these guys talking? How well are these guys getting along? And honestly, the last couple of years, that feeling for me has kind of gone away. Where, okay, and especially like the way that everything seemingly quickly came together and the way everybody was kind of hinting like, oh, maybe they go back to the old structure. Maybe Goody's got a little bit more of a say with head policy. And the way people were hinting at that, and then the LaFleur contract gets done, probably longer than most fans would have liked, but according to policy and according to Goody, it got done fairly quickly. Just took about a day to get that contract extension done. But it kind of feels like Goody's pointing the finger here a little bit at the head coach, does it not?
Yeah. Yes, he is, but LaFleur, it's not like LaFleur can come back at him with his critique of the players because he's got to be around them.
Because he's got to build up those
all
players.
All season long, so he's kind of stuck. He can't, which he'd probably like to do. I mean, he'd probably like to say, why'd you blow up the offensive line when it was a top 7 offensive line the year before? You clearly swung and missed on Hobbs, right? So Gary was disappointing. So there's things he probably wants to say, but he can't because he's got to be in control of the locker room. So I don't know. Is he fair in his critique? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I expected more out of Matthew Golden, but we don't see behind the scenes. We don't know if he didn't digest the playbook quick enough. There's things we just don't know. Now, there's potential there.
In fairness, Jordan Love had made, I know Jason brings this up when it comes to Golden. Love at some point in the season had kind of mentioned how, now he kind of gets the playbook a little bit more. He runs some better routes. Even after Jordan said that, it didn't seem like the opportunity started to grow, and Matthew had a bit of an injury in there and obviously played well in the postseason. But again, my critique there would be it doesn't seem like every other high draft pick necessarily needed that because our philosophy is we throw the young guys in there, they learn as they go, and then we're good by the end of the season. And that seemed to apply to every pick but Matthew Golden. But the closing out close games thing, too. Like, again, that's a fair critique. I guess I was surprised he went to that well. Because, again, it can be interpreted as, okay, what's going on here?
If it was under the old structure, you think he would have fired LaFleur? I'd love to ask Ron. I don't know if Ron's going to put that out there right now.
Do you have Ron's number?
Doors. What's that?
Do you have Ron's number? I bet Jason has it.
Since you blew my phone up, that's extra work, Gabe. I got enough on my plate.
You don't.
Okay, all right. Well, what's on your? What's on? Yeah,
the gym and 6
hit me.
legs.
I told you, I got to go get salt today.
Okay.
Salt.
All right. So there's what? Okay, I'll give you salt is going to take what? How far away is the hardware store?
I'm still cleaning the house from the 80 people that were in it.
You could probably place an order in advance, and they'd bring it out to your car for you.
No, that's I don't pay for that service. I'm a grinder. I can get my own bag.
You don't pay for it.
If I texted Jason and got Ron's number for you and sent you Ron's number,
no,
you wouldn't send Ron a text?
No, because I wouldn't want him sending me a text.
You wouldn't want Ron sending you a text? Well, hey, Chew,
no.
Hope everything's good, bud.
No.
You wouldn't want to get that from Ron?
I like laying in the weeds,
As he sits in front of the microphone on the radio, on YouTube, streaming, totally in the weeds, buddy.
Making fan bases across the nation upset with him with the shots that he takes.
And my friends down here have learned, do not contact me Monday through Thursday because I will not respond. I just want to be left alone in my own little world. You guys know that about me.
I didn't realize it had expanded to Thursday.
Yeah, wasn't it Monday, Wednesday?
Yeah. I mean,
No,
initially it was
Thursday.
Monday, Tuesday. Then it was Monday through Wednesday. Now he's growing it through Monday through Thursday because usually Thursday's a booze day.
Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't start until early evening.
Yeah, but if someone's going to come over and booze with you, you got to text
No, there
on
is
Thursday.
no Blammer Thursday. You can't recreate Blammer Thursday. You just can't. It's like the 1980 hockey team. You can't recreate that. They did a nice job. They won the Olympics, got the gold, but you're not going to tell me that win was as big as 1980.
Well, no.
Just can't happen.
Yeah,
don't recreate it.
I don't think anyone's trying to tell you that, but,
So you'd rather them lose?
No, I don't. But
So
I
Thursday's
just don't want
dry
people
now because the
comparing
Blammer
two.
can't come over?
Wow, I've got a conundrum.
Here
you go. Yeah.
Because I have a week where my wife's going to be gone.
Oh, boy.
But do I really? Because with Blammer comes babysitting responsibilities.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stairs in this house.
Okay.
Which he can't get up and down.
Sure.
Angry wants him here.
Hey, wait, have your Florida friends met the Blammer?
Yes.
Okay.
Highly impressed.
Well,
but
he's a
they don't
highly
have to do
impressive
the
person.
legwork. And you think I'm high maintenance? He is higher than high maintenance.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I think that's part of the Blammer's charm, though.
Yes. Yeah, until you got to deal with it.
I mean, I didn't have to deal with it, but him calling you fatty,
Exactly.
trying to get you to get him a drink was high entertainment for me.
Yeah. So I'm still mulling that one over. But you can't recreate Blammer Thursday with anybody else. You just can't do it.
So
It just doesn't work.
You're planning to fly him down to
I don't even know if the guy can fly. I don't know the last time. I don't know if he's ever flown.
I mean,
He did fly that one time where he was signing autographs in LAX.
Okay, so he has.
People thought he was a movie star, and then he had like 15 people around him, and someone finally goes, "Hey, who are you?" He goes, "I'm Mike Reinders from Pewaukee." And then the crowd dispersed.
So he was just signing autographs, no questions asked.
Yeah.
He's just, yeah, sure. Here's my
I would
autograph.
love to know. I'd love to know who they thought he was.
Man, I can't even.
This was probably Gabe late 80s.
Okay.
Maybe
See,
early-
I'm not sure who he would have looked like then.
That's what I'm saying.
As to say, because right now it's closest to Danny DeVito.
Robert Conrad?
Yeah,
it's not a tall
No
fella.
one knows who Robert.
No, he's not. Yeah, and then that's part of the issue.
Part of the charm.
Yeah, certainly part of the charm for the Blammer. We've got to get some other things that Goody said, particularly when it comes to Rashan Gary, because I know those comments kind of blew up. A lot of people were talking about them. We'll dive and try to dissect those for you. Coming up next here on a Wendorf Wednesday, but at Ewald Automotive Group, they believe in life, liberty, and the pursuit of lower payments. That's why they're giving you $1,500 over book value for your trade. Get into a new vehicle with payments starting under $250 a month. Over 1,400 vehicles backed by their low price guarantee. $1,500 more for your trade-in. Payments starting under $250. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of lower payments. It's all based on Kelly Rubeck. Fair trade value applies to 2013 or newer model vehicles. And look, I've used Ewald for years. You are going to love them. Whether you're getting your car, whether you're servicing your car, they make it easy, and it all starts at ewaldauto.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Left lane still blocked, westbound 94 at 35th Street with a crash. Hopefully they'll be able to get this one taken care of pretty quickly. You are seeing delays from 27th Street to that point. Eastbound 94, we've got backups from just before 84th Street past 68th. Overall, the rest of the system's looking pretty good. Maybe a quick tap of the brakes. Eastbound 894 heading right past Loomis, but nothing else major out there. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 29. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 17. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Food truck owners, today business will be booming. People will love your new menu and not make special orders. You will not roll your eyes when someone calls it a quesadilla. You will also switch to Progressive to get 30 customizable coverage options and restore your inner peace. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
A freaking catapult attached to his right hip. Like, I just made that up. A catapult.
That was good.
I kind of liked it. I was rolling with it, Rob.
Like a slingshot? What's the name of that?
I'm calling him Old Catapult Leg from here on out.
On 94.5 ESPN.
It is a Wendorf Wednesday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Wendorf and Associates, just like the moves made in the pros. Tony Wendorf and Associates, Keller Williams, help people make their own big moves every day. Trusted knowledge, superior service. They're the real estate MVPs of Wisconsin. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, make the move. Get in touch with Tony Wendorf and Associates. It seems like we're going to do that same old song and dance, Chew, when it comes to Rashan Gary. And I'll explain what I mean after we hear what Packers general manager Brian Gutekunst had to say about the first-round pass rusher.
And sometimes with pass rushers, there's an ebb and flow to that, as far as production goes with sacks. But he was impactful towards the second half of the season. Maybe not as much as he was in the first, but he was impactful. And Rashan's got all the talent in the world, and he's produced at a high level for us since he's been here. And we would expect that next year as well.
And a lot of people heard that and thought, oh, no, Rashan Gary is going to be back. I am not buying it, Chew. I am not buying that. Because to me, this is the same sell that Goody tried to put, and the same spin that Goody tried to put last year on us when it came to Jair Alexander. The obvious thing was that Jair Alexander was not going to be a member of the Green Bay Packers, Chew. And Goody waited, and he waited, hoping that somebody would come and offer anything, something, for Jair Alexander. And in the end, what did they end up doing?
Cutting him.
They cut Jair Alexander. And I'm guessing we're going to see more of the same this year as well with Rashan Gary. And I don't want to say it's the issue, but a lot of times before you cut someone, they might have a roster bonus that's due on the second or third day of the new league year, which kind of puts a timeline on, you're going to cut him before this date, because if you pick up that roster bonus, you pay him all that cash, he's going to stick around. Gary does not have anything like that in his contract. Just like last year, Jair did not have anything like that in the contract. So this thing could drag on unless Goody decides he wants the $11 million that he could open up by releasing Rashan Gary in free agency somehow.
I'm sorry, but with his track record, I cannot take a thing this guy says to heart. You just can't. And I just think it's a bad way to operate. And clearly that's how he operates. That would turn me off so much as a player. Because players, Gabe, just want to shoot straight with me.
Sure.
Tell me, tell it the way it is. Don't sugarcoat things. It's just a bad way to do. I mean, does he actually believe that? And there is...
So I don't think he actually believes that, Chew. I think he's just trying to put it out there of, hey, we really like this guy. He might still be here. Better come make us an offer. Make it a good one, because you're going to have to pry him away from our hands. It's the same. It's the exact same play he ran last year with Jair Alexander.
I wouldn't give Goody a case of Gatorade for Rashan Gary and his cap number, which is what next year, Gabe?
So the cap number for Rashan, it'd be different because the team that would inherit him would not have that same cap number. Yeah. Because the signing bonus that he had is baked into the Packers cap number, and that would go into the dead money with the way that the NFL salary cap works. But right now for the Packers, it's a $28 million cap hit for Rashan Gary. If you were to trade for him, then you would be on the hook for an $18 million base, $800,000 roster bonus, and kind of game bonus, and then a $700,000 workout bonus.
See, there's a part of me that actually thinks he believes what he's saying. Because I can tell you this, I've been around. I'll give you an example. Tyrone Davis. Remember Tyrone Davis?
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. Loved him. Great guy. He was my backup. And he was a good player.
Oh, he was so... Right? The thing I remember most about him is how athletic he was, Chew. He got the ball in the open field, he could run away from guys.
But Tyrone did not want to be a starter.
Really?
He didn't. He was fine being a backup.
Huh.
He is such a nice kid, but he wanted to be a backup, right? But Mike Sherman found him, right? Mm-hmm. So Mike Sherman was married to him. And like I said, Tyrone, greatest guy, greatest teammate. But he was just one of those guys that was comfortable just being a backup. Because he really didn't want to block. He didn't want to, and he didn't block, really.
Sure.
He was kind of our Keith Jackson after Keith Jackson. And then once I retired, Mike Sherman moved him to the starting and it didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work. And Mike held on to him and held on to him and held on to him way too long. And GMs do that. And I just have a gut feeling that, look, Goody drafted him, took criticism, re-signed him, took criticism, and can't let him go. So there's a little bit in my gut that believes that he's coming back.
No, I mean, to me, there's no chance.
Josh?
No chance he's back.
I can't fathom it. And it's not just lack of production. It's once Michael Parsons went down, you became a non-factor. And then the effort thing.
Pressures, Josh. He was getting pressures.
If you're going to allow a guy like that who clearly was not giving the effort you expect from your players, you're sending such a bad message to that culture thing you talk about being so important.
Yeah.
That the message that sends to everyone else on the field is this is acceptable. And I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah, and the amount of times he jogs on the field. And the other thing about, because Goody had brought up the pressure thing, not all pressures are created equal, right? Like, I don't think other teams fear, or other quarterbacks fear Rashan Gary. Like, we saw right away in game one of Micah Parsons, the pressure that he put on Jared Goff to the point where Goff panicked and threw an interception. Sure, Rashan Gary got close to the quarterback a couple of times, and they gave him some pressures. But I can't recall a time where a quarterback's like, oh, Rashan Gary's here, got to get rid of the football.
No.
The way that they do with premier pass rushers like Myles Garrett, like Micah Parsons.
One sack
for the last
once
10
he
games.
became the guy.
Last 10 games. Well, even before that, Chew.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to talk about MOs? I think we know Rashan Gary's MO. Starts out kind of warm. I wouldn't even call it hot.
Yeah, second halves of seasons, he disappears.
And then turns to ice.
Which is what you do not want.
Correct.
If he flipped it, I'd be okay with it. Oh, he's getting sacks late in the season. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah. But that's just not the way it works out, unfortunately for him. We've got to get to Adam Schefter, our guy Shefty, on his way to the Combine. He'll help us break down everything there as we continue on a Wendorf Wednesday coming up next.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Left lane still blocked on westbound 94 at 35th Street with a crash. So watch out for that. Delays coming in from about 20th Street all the way to that point. A little bit more delayed right through the stadium. On the eastbound side, we got backups from 92nd Street past 68th and again through the stadium interchange to about 35th Street. And then a little bit of a heavy ride on the bypass heading eastbound from 92nd Street all the way to Loomis. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, breezy, a high of 29. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 17. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof siding and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
WMLW is the broadcast home of the Milwaukee Bucks. With 8 select games you can watch for free on broadcast channel 49.1. Check out the full schedule at WMLW.com. Our next game is tonight at 6:30 against the Nets on WMLW.
Commercial payments at Fifth Third Bank combine experience with innovation. Trusted to process more than $17 trillion in payments each year, Fifth Third delivers reliability at scale while continuing to push what's next. Named one of Fortune magazine's most innovative companies, Fifth Third builds secure, efficient, and forward-thinking payment solutions. Because commercial payments require more than consistency. They demand innovation that keeps money moving. That's commercial payments. A Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Big news from Carbless, a fan favorite and one of my favorites. Blood Orange flavor is now its own dedicated 4-pack, crafted with real spirits for a true cocktail taste. Blood Orange brings bold, citrus-forward flavor with a smooth, premium finish. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. Now it's even easier to stock up on the flavor everyone keeps asking for. Look for Carbless Blood Orange 4-pack at your local retailer now. Once you try it, you'll understand why Blood Orange has earned its own pack. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip. Find it near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Everyone's go-to source for all NFL news.
And we're going to get right to some breaking news here that just came down. This tweet from Adam Schefter.
Adam's on the phone. Adam, you have more news? What do you got?
They're going with another move. And he was the man who knows all, Adam Schefter.
And Joshy's biggest fan.
It's nice to see Josh at the big boy table. Thank you, everybody. Keep up the good work, Josh.
It's ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter on JGC is sponsored by Island Resort and Casino, Tony Wendorf and Associates, and Smart 18 Union.
That's right. Adam Schefter is brought to you by Tony Wendorf and Associates, Keller Williams. They believe in the human side of real estate, faith, family, friends. They move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so their clients win no matter if it's buying or selling. Get started today at wendorfteam.kw.com. Good morning, Schefty. What's going on, buddy? It looks like you are in the airport waiting for your flight to Indy.
My third canceled flight. We're on 3 canceled flights trying to get there. We are on a delay right now. We're sitting here, and we're hoping that this one gets out. It would be a welcome break and sigh of relief to get out here.
Adam, NFL Network came out with their top free agents, and I was surprised to see that Malik Willis was number 1 on that list.
Mm-hmm.
How much is that guy going to get? I mean, they were talking, I've heard as much as 40 a year.
There are people who say that. Listen, that's what the market will determine. To me, I thought going in, I thought you were looking at Justin Fields last year as a comp, maybe. You know, I think he got about 20, 25 a year. But there are people that have said 40, 45, 50. I don't know what to say. That's the great part of free agency is that that determines what a guy's going to get. We'll see. Number 1 free agent, he's a quarterback. He should get a lot of money one way or another, whatever that is. But those are some big numbers that have been bandied about.
Yeah. Some very big numbers.
Big.
Shefty, what's your favorite part about going to the Combine? Like, what are you looking to accomplish this week when you, assuming you actually get there and your flight actually takes off today?
That's the biggest thing is just getting there this week. Okay, I've never had this before, to where you couldn't get there. Assuming you get there, the amazing part is just you're literally bumping into person after person all week long. Like you're walking out of a hotel and there's this head coach, there's this GM, there's this assistant coach, there's this agent, there's this. It's just a football convention. Everybody in the industry, most everybody, is there. I think some of the Packers people don't come in very long. Some teams have stopped sending people, but there are a lot of people, and you don't even know who you're going to run into and the things you're going to learn. Like I'm sitting in the airport right now, and there are a bunch of people trying to get to Indy, and I was just talking to a person connected to the league, and he just said one thing to me like already, and I'm like, oh, this is how it began. It's like he's like, you heard about this? I'm like, yeah, I've heard a little something. Yeah, okay. And so and that's what it's like every day you're there. But I'm already I'm 2 days missing. So we're already behind schedule here, and we're trying to get out, and it's not happening right now.
Shefty, is there still more work being done behind the scenes than just the combine? Because back in my day, when I was going to become a free agent, my agent was out at the combine talking to teams trying to sell me. Do they still do that now, or not so much?
Who is your agent back in the day?
Eric Metz.
Yeah.
Eric Metz.
Yeah. I think that there are all sorts of things that go on. Like there are people trying to get people traded. That's the great part about being in that. Like you just don't know what you're going to encounter. So Eric Metz didn't get you traded. He didn't succeed.
Well, because Chewy went behind his back.
He got me signed, and I didn't want to leave, and thank God we didn't because it got me.
Chewy went behind his back. I don't know which time it was, Chew, where you basically agree. Holmgren bullied you into staying, and then you got Andy, Andy Reid, who's now obviously the coach in Kansas City, but he was your position coach. You got him to agree to make you the highest paid tight end in football. Well, you kind of went. It seems like you went behind your agent's back to make sure you stayed there while he's out there trying to get you more money elsewhere.
Well, Adam, once you've been in the league long enough, things are slotted. It's easy. If you're the third best safety, then you get the third most money. If you're the best at that time, you might not be the best, but you might be the highest free agent at that position, so you get paid the highest. It's really not that difficult.
Oh, well,
because Adam, when I first came into the league, obviously there was no cap, there wasn't free agency, so incentives were huge. You would sign a deal, and then you'd have one page of incentives. That went away once the salary cap came about, and everything became slotted, and it became very easy.
It's about timing and talent together, both of them. Okay, so if Malik Willis, for example, talented, timing is perfect right now, hitting the market at just the right time in a year where there are not a lot of quarterbacks. So that should, I would think, help drive up his price and make him more money than people might have thought he would have gotten. It is a question of talent, but it's also a question of timing. There are players that wish they could be free, but they've signed themselves into long-term deals, and that's what teams are trying to do. They're trying to identify their young players, sign them to long-term contracts, and to make sure that they can't leave when the time comes as a free agent. And so I think teams have gotten better at identifying those players, and they've been more aggressive at signing them. And when you're a player, if you're in your third year, and a team's offering you $15 million to sign, it's more money you've seen. Like $15 million, you think, well, I could never want anything more, except if you had become a free agent in 2 years, you would have gotten 30. But it's hard to pass up to 15. They're dangling that money, and in a violent sport that it could end tomorrow. And so that's smart of teams. And by the way, it's smart of the players sometimes to take that money, because you don't want to have to play it out. But if you do play it out, and if you get to that point, where you're healthy and talented, like Malik Willis has, then you've set yourself up to be really taken care of. But there's a whole you're gambling. You're gambling on yourself. But it goes beyond yourself, too. There's luck involved in staying healthy in this sport for an extended period.
Adam, staying with the quarterbacks, because we all anticipate that Tua and Kyler Murray are going to be moving on. Are you hearing teams that are interested in those two?
I mean, I think there's a group of teams that everybody knows needs to figure out the quarterback position, right? We got Arizona, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Browns. There's a group of teams that everybody says, okay, well, they got to figure out, did the Colts get Daniel Jones signed? And quarterbacks are always the most interesting position with the most drama surrounding them. So people are waiting to see that. But to say, I know where Kyler or Tua or Malik Willis is, I don't know that right now. That's what I'm trying to get to Indianapolis for. And I can't get out.
Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin's sheet metal workers. If you want to earn more and build a real career in the trades, this is where it starts. Better pay, incredible benefits, real training, real representation. This isn't just a job, it's a future. Learn more at smart18.work. And when it comes to that quarterback position, Adam, I know it's not a big need for the Packers, but we're talking about the Packers losing Malik Willis, who played a big role for them when Jordan Love was hurt the last couple of years. Are they going to have to? Is there going to be an opportunity? Not one of the names that we've just mentioned, but if they wait out the market, maybe pick up a veteran backup quarterback, because as the league goes to 17, potentially 18 games, it feels like having that backup is even more important than it was 15 or 20 years ago.
Without question. And by the way, like if I were a guy like Kyler Murray or Tua Tagovailoa, Green Bay would be appealing to me, right? Like you're with a good organization and a good system with good talented players. You take a year to kind of reset yourself and decompress and learn and see things from a different perspective. Like there are worse places to wind up than Green Bay for one of those guys. Now, again, I'm sure those guys are going to want to play and start, and that's not the case in Green Bay. But if they can't get that opportunity, then you would think a place like Green Bay would be very attractive to a lot of these guys.
Adam, do you know why Seattle is selling, and do you have any idea what that number is going to be?
Well, first of all, it's been talked about for a while. Once Paul Allen passed on, there was always the speculation that his sister didn't have the connection to it. And they've talked about the fact that they wanted that money to go towards philanthropic causes. So it's noble. It sounds like obviously they're actively trying to sell it. I know that there have been estimates out there, $6, $7, $8 billion. I had somebody suggest to me that,
wow,
they think the organization could go for $10 billion. $10 billion. Now, I don't know what it's going to be, but the prices of these teams just keeps skyrocketing. There hasn't been an end in sight. It goes up like those are really good investments. Football teams, they've been like the Denver Broncos. I think when the Penner Walton family bought them a few years back, I think it was like $6.15 billion. I think the Commanders before that were $5.85 billion or $6 billion. I forget, but I mean the numbers just keep going up. And the speculation on this particular franchise, the World Championship franchise now, I've heard it could fetch up to $10 billion. We'll see if. I don't know how right that is going to be or not, but it's going to be billions with a B. Billions.
Shefty, I know that you've got, obviously football is the main thing, but you've got a lot of interests. We've talked about it, golf and your fantasy basketball. I have sources telling me you ran into somebody from Wisconsin that you were trying to get Bucks information out of this past week. So did you get good Bucks info, and how's your fantasy basketball team doing?
Well, yeah, I happened to be in Florida with my family for a few days, and I was wearing the Milwaukee Bucks shirt that you guys were kind enough to send me. And so I was standing there in a hotel, and Stephen Watson came over to me, and I'm always asking about players, and because I have Kuzma on my roster, and he's been okay. But he's been a little flat lately, and he's like, I like Dang. And I picked up Dang, and in his first game, he didn't do very much. And so I can't sit around and wait for a guy to explode. I need production now.
Now.
And so Dang didn't last very long. He lasted a day on the roster. We had Dang. We've got Kuzma. We've got KPJ.
KPJ had a really good game last night.
Yeah, he did. He tweaked his ankle early, came back later, thank God. And so hopefully that it's not an issue and he's able to get back out there tonight.
Man, did you hear that? He's not a patient GM, Chewy. Like this is a guy that he doesn't have. He needs results, and he needs them now.
Nothing wrong with that.
Very aggressive. More to a detriment sometimes. Yes. Oh, we just have a plane that just arrived. Play-by-plane. A plane just arrived. There are people deplaning, and then they're going to have to de-ice the plane. So we have some hope that eventually this could happen. We'll see.
Okay, I feel like you got potential there. I hope you kept Steven's number if you guys exchange numbers, because he also does work for PGA Tour Live.
Yeah, he told me.
Adam. So I mean, he'd be a good guy to kind of hit up Yeah,
He's a really
he'd be
nice
a really
guy.
good guy to hit up for some advice when when your golf fantasy starts up.
You know what? Here's the thing. In golf fantasy, as you know, Gabe, nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything in golf.
It's true.
Yeah,
How many people had Jacob Bridgman winning this week, right?
Well, I had him in my lineup, in my fantasy lineup. But we start with the NFL. But what I was going to say to you is, I was invited down last year to Happy Gilmore when they were shooting it. I told you this, right?
Yeah.
And it was a day where Brooks was there, Brooks Koepka and Scotty Scheffler, and who else was there? Brooks, Scotty, Bryson. Somebody else was there. Anyway, I was talking to them, and I remember saying to Brooks, do you have a feeling going into tournaments about who's going to win? Like, if a guy's hot, like, boy, this guy's going to be tough to beat, and this guy is going to be really difficult this week. And he's like, I remember one time playing in the Waste Management with Hideki Matsuyama, and he was spraying shots in the warm-up rounds everywhere. And I thought to myself, boy, this guy's going to have a long week. And, of course, he won that week. So, my point is, I don't think these guys know who's going to win. I certainly don't know who's going to win. And it's amazing how week to week it's so random and arbitrary. Like with basketball, like when KPJ's out there, I know what I'm going to get. He's going to get me 18, 20 points. He's going to get me 6, 7 assists. Some nights it might spike up. He had a triple-double last week, I think. It was fantastic. More triple-doubles, KPJ. The more you can triple-doubles you get me, the happier I am. But in golf, other than like Scotty Scheffler, who's a machine, you just never know who's going to be a top leader. It's amazing how it happens.
Schefty, we always appreciate the time, bud. I hope you get on your plane. Again, the sign that you saw one kind of come in, they got to de-ice it. I hope you find your way to Indianapolis today, my friend.
It's been a frustrating experience. I hope so, too. We'll see if we can finally make it.
Adam Schefter. We talk to him each and every Wednesday. We'll talk to you next week, Adam.
Thanks guys. Have a great week.
Adam Schefter. Again, he's brought to us by the Island Resort and Casino, a premier resort destination, the largest north of Milwaukee. With everything you like to do in one awesome location, visit islandresortandcasino.com. Book your total experience today. It is a Wendorf Wednesday that rolls on. Coming up next, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
People say buying a home in winter is tough.
But fewer buyers means less competition, and motivated sellers can mean better opportunities.
This is Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. When the perfect home appears, our team at Tony Wendorf & Associates helps you move fast, even during the snow.
Start your home journey today with our white glove service by simply searching online Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Basketball fans, watch DME Academy on the campus of St. John's in Delafield this Saturday at 4 p.m. See high-flying Wisconsin recruit LaTravian Fenderson, 7-foot Gaten Wafo, and 6'10 Trev Rodemaker. This is elite high school hoops. Youth coaches bring your team to see DME Academy in the last home game of the year, honoring the seniors. This Saturday at 4 p.m. on the beautiful campus of St. John's in Delafield. Free admission for everyone. You will see slam dunks.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Amore, pepperoni, amore, mozzarella,
Sicilian frozen pizza. More toppings, more flavor. More is amore.
At Associated Bank, we thought about speaking like other banks with hoity-toity names like Total Privilege Pay or something. But we don't speak bankish, we speak your language. When we say 2-day early pay, we mean you get paid 2 days early. $50 overdraft grace zone? That's a grace zone of up to $50 if overdrafts happen. And maintenance fee-free account? Well, that speaks for itself. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Did you know Professional Construction Inc. has an in-house team of interior designers? We're excited to bring our expertise to you with our brand new virtual interior design program. Maybe you're not ready for a full construction project, but you are ready to refresh that outdated room. Our PCI design team creates stunning photorealistic renderings, a mood board, and a curated shopping list, all delivered to you in just days.
For all your construction and design needs,
visit professionalconstructioninc.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You can answer the question.
What's the question?
Can the Packers win without Aaron Jones on Sunday?
Yes. Will you stop? You know what he is? He's like the little devil on the shoulder.
On 94.5 ESPN.
You know what I always say, happy wife, happy life. And a lot of times that starts with a visit to my guy, Dean, the dancing machine at the Jewelry Center. Earrings, custom jewelry, and repair services. The Jewelry Center does it all. And when it comes to top-of-the-line engagement rings, they're second to none. And when that day comes for my boys to take that next step in their lives, I know exactly where they're going. The Jewelry Center. Great deals and selections on both lab-grown and naturally mined diamonds. Plus, specialists who make the process easy and fun. Just ask Gabe. Stop into one of their 4 locations, Brookfield, Greenfield, Burlington, and Mequon. Or shop the full inventory online at shoptjc.com.
What's the hat you got on, big guy? And again, if you want to see the hat, you should be taking a look at the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube stream where the show is each and every day. You can always go back and watch it, too. Honestly, I thought, because when you were sitting back before, like you can see there's a big U on it.
Yeah, that's a fishing brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I saw the U, and I could make out the H. I'm like, okay, he's wearing a U-Haul hat today for whatever reason. That's cool. Thought maybe you invested in some U-Hauls across the country.
Fishing gear and golf are great, okay? Like,
well, yeah, the lightweight hoodies you now love.
The Anatech? Yeah.
Yeah, those are
I love it to play golf in.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And they also do like sun gear, right? So you don't get sunburnt when you wear the shirts and
sun shirts and things like that.
Well, again, I mean, fishing and golf, you're outside all day, so yeah, protecting your skin from the sun. There's crossover in the Venn diagrams.
Water can be a problem too. Those reflections.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's all about fit and comfort, not so much the label. Because the Spaniard, who was in this weekend for the festivities, was at Pebble Beach for that event.
Oh, nice.
And he went over to Spyglass and got me a nice pullover hoodie golf that says, what's the other course they played? Not Pebble Beach.
Spyglass Hills.
Spyglass Hills. The problem is, it's a cutoff.
So for you, the sleeves just don't go long enough?
2X, it's not, 2X is not 2X for every single brand of clothing.
Well, and the problem is, Chew, because I have, I mean, not to the same extent that you do, but like for anything that has long sleeves, so like a hoodie or a quarter zip, like, yeah, it's either got to be a large or an XL. Like, but it depends upon the brand.
Yeah.
Because my arms are a little bit longer than like a typical, like large sometimes, and that's not good enough.
But
I can't imagine for you.
But people think then go to 3X. No, because 3X
then
stops going
now you're
height-wise, and it starts going the other way outside. So it's still a cutoff.
Yeah, he needs a 2XLT.
XLT's money in the bank.
2XLT is, again, these are the things you learn about Chewy when you work with him for, we're going on 7 years, big guy. Like, we're getting to the point where we've been together longer than I was with Homer.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you buy things and purposely shrink them, but you don't wear much cotton, so that's not really.
No, I'm anti-cotton.
The fabric of our lives.
Anti-cotton. And another thing, 2XLT in Europe, not 2XLT in America. 2XLT in Europe is about a large here. Gabe.
So wait, so what did you buy? And then I guess I didn't experience that because, again, when my luggage got lost, when I went to Scotland, this was 4 years ago now, and all my luggage got lost and eventually showed back up at my house over a month later. Like, I had to buy, like, shirts and pullovers, and maybe there's just enough crossover there because...
I was going to say, did you buy all golf gear, though?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I needed golf gear to play the golf courses. And again, it ended up working out because the airline reimbursed me because my clothing was gone for so long, so I ended up getting a bunch of stuff basically for free. But yeah, I mean, I was buying polos, pullovers from the different shops that were at.
It would make sense if those were sort of uniform.
Yeah, because again, there's still enough tourism in St. Andrews where they want to make that as uniform as possible.
Did you lose your mind? Most people would have lost their mind. You know what your problem is, Gabe? A lot of times.
Okay.
Lay it on us.
You're way too nice. I would have went home. I would have left and went home. I would have said, I'm out.
I would have. I'll tell you this, Chew. I would have lost my mind if it was my golf clubs.
Really?
Yeah, because like playing those courses, okay, I can buy pants and a shirt. Like, I wasn't going to buy pants, right? But
yeah,
okay, whatever. I'll buy a pair of pants and we'll figure it out. I was going to buy a lot of that stuff anyway. But if my golf clubs weren't there and you're taking a trip and you're playing the old course or you're playing Carnoustie and you've got a tough shot and you want to pull out your 7-iron and it's not your 7-iron, that would have driven me crazy because you invested all that money to play these golf courses and now you're doing it without your equipment.
See, that wouldn't have bothered me at all because then I would have had a built-in excuse. Well, you beat me. I didn't have my clubs. But clothes? You kidding me? I would have went crazy.
Yeah, that didn't bother me. And again, it would have bothered me if the clothes didn't eventually show back up at my house, but they did. So I ended up ahead.
And you didn't have to wash them.
They're still clean, sitting there in the luggage.
Yeah.
We've got a great cause we are going to talk about. A special friend coming in to talk about it. It's coming up in 2 minutes. Jen, give it to it.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
A new crash, 894 eastbound, right at 60th Street, off on the right shoulder. So heads up with that. We do have delays coming out of the Hale change all the way to that point. Also delays northbound on the Rock Freeway from before Highway 100 into the Hale. We've got eastbound 94 backing up a bit just past Highway F in Waukesha County. And then again from just before 84th Street all the way to about Hawley Road and again through the Stadium interchange. Southbound 43 now starting to slow down south of Silver Spring all the way down to Locust. Traffic is brought to you by Glenroy, now hiring. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 29. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 17. Weather's brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey Tom, I want a new hoop for the kids. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got mine from Precision Sports over 10 years ago. They helped me choose the right hoop, installed it, and even painted my court lines.
Nice. How do I reach them?
Easy. PrecisionSportsOnline.com for a free quote.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. We are the home for all your Brewers coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
Great cause coming up in a couple of weeks, and heading it for our friends over at WTMJ is our friend Kristen Bray. Kristen, thank you so much for hopping in.
Good morning.
So, bowling for babies.
Bowling, not with babies, not bowling babies.
Yes.
Bowling for babies.
Bowling for babies. Okay, so where did this idea come from? Why are we bowling for babies?
We're bowling for babies because we are raising money for Milwaukee Diaper Mission, which sports fans may or may not be familiar with because Mariah Antetokounmpo and Giannis, big proponents of this local organization that does exactly what it sounds like it does. It is the only diaper bank in the Milwaukee, maybe in southeast Wisconsin, but certainly in Milwaukee. And what does that mean? They raise money and take donations for diapers that then they distribute through partner needs banks throughout Milwaukee County for families who really find it hard to afford diapers, which is about half of American parents. Because if you had to guess, I know you are childless.
I am, yes.
How many diapers do you think, in their first year of life, how many diapers do you think a baby goes through?
I mean, what we got to be talking like 2 or 3 a day, right? More? How many a day?
In the first year of life, it's about 6 to 8 a day.
6 to 8 a day?
Mm-hmm. And then that which equates to about 2,500 to 3,000. And it gets less as they get older.
Sure.
But in that first year, it's a lot of diapers.
That's overwhelming.
And they are not cheap. Even the affordable ones are not cheap.
Now I feel like even more upset that Chewy only changed like 2 or 3 diapers in his life.
Gabe.
How many do you think you changed?
4.
Were they pee diapers or dirty diapers?
Well, you can hold out on the dirty diapers only for so long. I think it was pretty split.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty split.
2 and 2?
2 and 2.
Yeah, thank God for nannies. Kristen, are you a bowler?
I was thinking about this morning. I feel like I am a decent bowler when I can concentrate, but I'm such a social creature.
Yeah, I was about to say, when are you concentrating on bowling?
Bowling is so social. It's like beer pong, right? Like it's like when I could concentrate, I was actually pretty good at beer pong. But then you start talking to people, you start wanting to get back to your conversation, and then you start throwing gutter balls. So I'm like decent.
When's the last time you bowled?
We do it. My husband's cousins do an annual bowling tournament.
Okay.
And there's like a trophy and there's a whole thing. So I think we did it within the last year.
So why? Okay, so you bowl once a year.
Yeah.
Why bowling for? Again, you can do a lot of different things to kind of help out this cause. Why did you decide on bowling?
I'm going to be totally honest. This was a group decision.
Okay.
They brought it to me. So marketing brought this to me as far as what are we doing for WTMJ Cares. They knew I cared a lot about Milwaukee Diaper Mission.
I thought they thought, who's going to be a really good bowler?
No, that's Ben Brust. Ben Brust apparently has his own ball and shoes.
This is true, yes.
Really?
This is true.
And so he is going to be there. So I did Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust yesterday. So Ben's going to be there.
Well, the answer was yes, so.
Well,
You were asking the questions.
The funniest part about that, though, is I read the questions.
Yes.
And both the contestant and Ben did very, very well.
Oh.
And someone texted in, it's like, yeah, they did well because Kristen can actually read.
So do you anticipate this being a competitive event?
It is a competitive event. So
the reason I ask is because there are a ton of NFL players that do the same thing. They use bowling as the format for their charitable events, and it gets heated. And some of these guys, Gabe, I'm sure you've seen this, are unbelievable bowlers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I'm certain.
And it gets super competitive. So I'm wondering if Benny Brust having his own shoes and ball, I would anticipate this is going to be pretty competitive.
So I think that's going to be more friendly competitive because no one from Good Karma Brands can win the first place. So the prizes that we've set up is that for the first place team, which are going to be fans that are signing up to bowl with us, get my personal 4 tickets to a Packers game.
Ooh!
And so I've donated. I inherited my family tickets last season.
Oh, wow.
I have donated an agreed upon game. But then also when you go to the game as a foursome, then you get to also go to the Tundra Trio. And so it's a pretty big package.
That is huge. Yeah,
it's a pretty big package considering the registration to sign up for 4 people is $170, and like 1 Packer ticket is basically $170. And so that's the first place prize. Second place is 4 tickets to WTMJ Day for the Brewers and also getting to go to the Brewers game that day. So that's going to be for our fans. So whoever signs up on a team, first and second place, Great prizes. We also have a silent auction that even if you don't play, you can participate in the silent auction. I know we have a lot of good partners who donated a lot of really good prizes or
auction items.
Auction items, yeah. That's going to go live this week, and so that's really exciting. So yeah, so right now we just need people to sign up. So it's March 7th at Village Bowl in Menominee Falls. You get a team of 4. You sign up. You go to WTMJcares.com. You come play with us. It's going to be a really fun afternoon. And so yeah. That's the gig.
Yeah, even if you want to be the ultimate lazy and not do the things that Christian just mentioned, on our break screen, when we get a break on YouTube, we have a QR code.
Perfect.
So if you happen to be watching, just scan the QR code and go sign up that way.
And if you can't come, we also just take donations. If you just want to donate to Milwaukee Diaper Mission, we will also take your money.
How do you do that? Just go to the same website?
So at the WTMJcares.com, there's a button to donate, there's a button to register, there's a button for the silent auction, which is not live yet.
Who's going to be on your team?
So it's all the GKP people, because I think we kind of figure part of the appeal of coming is getting to hang and talk with some of your favorite hosts. So from ESPN, Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, Jen's even going to be there.
Oh, wow.
I got Jen to commit.
Wow.
And so
this is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah. I asked Jen, and she was like, let me check my schedule, but I think we're free. And she said she's going to come, so that'll be really fun. I think she'll bring, maybe we'll get Dario there. And so that's from here on the WTMJ side. It's Vince Vitrano, me, John McCure, and then we'll see. We'll see if other people just, I don't know, Gabe, you want to come?
I've got Marquette.
What about
Marquette
Steve?
plays during that time.
Steve doesn't bowl?
Steve's going to be in Egypt.
Oh, okay.
So Steve Scafidi, for people who don't know, is my co-host on Point Taken from 10 to 12. He is leaving for Egypt this weekend, but he did, in his defense, he did sponsor a team.
Okay.
So he paid for a registration for a team since he won't be there.
Yeah, which is great. But again, like this guy, Chu, has gone on like 3 different vacations, like international vacations.
International, I think you're right. This might be the 3rd time he's leaving the country this year.
Yeah, I'm not saying a thing. Because I can come back to
Chewy, are you a good bowler?
I have a problem with shoes.
What does that mean? Like you don't want to wear shoes, so you don't bowl?
I have a problem with wearing shoes that aren't mine. So the bowling shoe thing, I know they spray them down, but what is that really doing? Like if my kids, who are all my size, take a pair of my shoes or sneakers to wear them, those are theirs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that just a shoe thing, or is there other personal items?
No,
that
it's
you feel
just underwear.
But,
I mean, obviously underwear, but shoes, yeah. But I mean, could you?
But why? Okay. But
could you bowl barefoot if you wanted to?
I think you probably could, because I think the problem is street shoes scratching the floor.
Yeah, my guess is you would probably have to do it in socks.
Yeah.
Is what they would want, but nobody wants that either.
Okay.
Because now, honestly, any bowling alley that has you should probably throw away the shoes that you wear.
Well, I'm not putting them on, number one, Gabe, unless they're out of the box.
Would you
this.
like to tell our guest about the gross, disgusting habit you have?
No, that's more like keeping the earth clean.
How many pairs of socks do you wear in a week?
Well, one.
Oh, you wear the same socks every day?
Yeah, but they're inside sneakers, so.
Kristen Bry from WTMJ joining us again. Bowling for babies. If you want to text the word baby to 855-616-1620, you can do that to sign up. He works out every day. He wears the socks
the thing. And
every single day.
Kristen, we've done this poll before, and it's true. Who washes beneath their knees?
Most people.
I do not. No, we took a poll. It was like 20%. Maybe that's because I'm tall and it's such a long way down, but I just let the soap from the rest. It's like the Seinfeld episode with cats, Gabe. That's how cats do it.
No, but you
realize like women shave their legs, so like we are definitely.
I do know that.
So at least it's 50% of the population. Yeah. I mean, I guess not every woman shaves her legs, but there's more of us washing beneath our knees than maybe you think.
Yeah, he just lets it trickle down.
So you're not only not washing beneath your knees, you're also not changing your socks every day?
That's true, and I don't wear shoes down here at all. People think I'm very weird. So if I go on a walk here with my wife, I don't wear shoes.
Do you wear
That's
socks?
just how I grew up.
Do you wear socks?
No.
No, but he
No,
wears
but-
the same pair of socks to work out every day.
So
Throughout the course of the
you're
week.
barefoot. It's not even sandals.
No, barefoot. Yeah.
Tough feet.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he's a football player. But yeah, it's one of the most disgusting things about
But
our
I do
pal
have-
Chewy.
Let me tell you,
Yeah,
you can smell it sometimes.
Well,
You
I mean,
cannot.
that's mostly the shirt because he doesn't really change his shirt every week.
No, I changed the shirt, Gabe. It's just like
Is it
sometimes.
laziness?
Yes.
Pardon?
Is it laziness? Is that why you're not having new socks every day?
When I go to the gym, I get after it, but those clothes take on the smell after a while. So my wife's the one that says, "Hey, time for that shirt to go away," and then it goes away, and then I order another one.
Do you not have a sense of smell?
I can't smell out of one nostril.
See, that's
that's got to
probably
be why.
part of it.
That's got to be a
Yeah.
big reason why. Because there are times he walks by, I'm sitting in that chair right there, and he walks by me to go to the bathroom, and I almost pass out.
Gabe, you know what they say about payback?
What are you going to do? Keep doing what you've been doing the last 7 years? You're not going to
Worse.
change.
I wear sweatshirts sometimes
It does help.
to hold it in.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is,
Wow, I had no idea.
yeah. This is what we deal with on a daily basis with Mark Chimura.
Well,
I've
not
been called
daily because
weird.
he's in Florida. So it's daily when he's here.
And they don't want me back.
Nah, we miss you. There's a different energy
I
and
just say
flow
Gabe
when he's
seems
here.
very lonely in here by himself today.
it's always weird when Jen's gone. Chew's down in Florida. You're just kind of in here hanging up by yourself.
Just making eye contact, strong eye
Yeah,
contact with
with
Josh.
Josh.
It's like, is that funny? Give me some feedback.
let me know what's going on here. Okay, how can people sign up once again? Bowling for Babies. It's happening March 7th.
March 7th, sign up, get some friends, go to either WTMJcares.com or you can text BABY to 855-616-1620. Or you said if you're watching right now, there's going to be a QR code that you can scan and get all the information. Sign up because I've been doing hits all over the place, so I think things are going to start going quickly as far as people signing up for teams. So get on it today. We'd love to see you there. It's going to be really fun.
Do you guys have a friendly bet, like any sort of wager between the TMJ team and the ESPN team?
We should probably get on that.
Yeah, I would
But I
think
don't
so.
know. Now I'm like intimidated with Ben and his ball and his shoes.
Yeah, but just imagine how great it would be to
If I
beat
beat him.
him when he's got his own ball and shoes.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Just how sweet that would be. I mean, beating Ben Brust in general.
In
It's just
general,
a great.
Yeah, because
but
I'm not
then-
going to beat him in basketball. I mean,
No, I mean,
like
who
I
is?
beat my husband. He's never beaten me in horse.
Really?
This is my fun fact about my husband.
I'm sure that he loves you, that you
He
bring that
loves
up
it.
all the time. I'm sure he's a big fan of that. Krista, thank you so much for stopping by. Best of luck with the event, and have a good show coming up at 10 o'clock on WTMJ.
Thank you so much, guys.
Again, WTMJ throwing strikes for a cause, and you're invited. Bowling for Babies, Saturday, March 7th, Village Bowl in Menominee Falls, raising funds for the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Teams are just $170 a team. Again, text BABY, WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620, or if on YouTube, the QR code is up. So let's bowl and help families who need it.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
All right, an accident, 894 eastbound right at 60th Street, still off on the right shoulder, causing a little bit of a backup through that area. We've got delays coming in from about 92nd Street to that point. We also still have an accident on 41 southbound, just south of Mayfair Road. The right shoulder is blocked with that one. Backups coming in from just before North Avenue. Southbound 43, going to be a slow ride from just before Hampton down past Capitol Drive. And northbound 4394, watch for delays around the Plainfield curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 29. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 17. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Homer here from ESPN Wisconsin. Founded by inventors, fueled by community, and focused on business for 130 years, Horicon Bank has helped Wisconsin businesses grow, doing banking differently since 1896. If you're a local business, that same local approach is part of the Milwaukee business community, bringing decisions closer to you. Financing approved in days, not weeks. Bankers who understand your business. Products built for real cash flow needs. When it comes to commercial lending, Horicon Bank gets the job done. Together, doing good for 130 years.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
There's a lot of sodas now that are prebiotic sodas.
They don't work. They're called poop.
No,
they're really called poop, I think. You buy them on Amazon.
I thought you were going to stop talking.
You got a lot of brust in you. You know that?
On 94.5 ESPN.
Looking for a pizza that rises to the occasion? Try Palermo's Rising Crust, now on sale just $4.99 at Festival Foods. Going on now, today through March 3rd. Unbelievable. Today through March is just right around the corner. That's how long this sale's going to go. Through March 3rd, Palermo's Rising Crust. It's a thick, fluffy crust, soft inside, but you still get that crispy edge. It's a big, crowd-pleasing flavor at a family-friendly price. Find Palermo's Rising Crust in the frozen aisle at Festival Foods while this deal lasts, because right now it's on sale for $4.99. Buzzing along on a Wendorf Wednesday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. And I should... Honestly, Chew, when baseball projections come out, I should just laugh at this point because, again, the Brewers' projections are down. One, I think FanGraphs has them at 86 wins, a win behind the Cubs. And look, I understand how on paper the Cubs look to be a better team. But ESPN.com today put out a ranking of all of the lineups, the projected lineups for the upcoming year. And again, I understand that the Brewers lineup on paper probably doesn't look the greatest. But where they have advantages are they've got little advantages here and there. That's how they score runs. And some of these grades that they got from however ESPN put this together makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. So they put out the best lineup for the Brewers: Jackson Chourio, Bryce Terang, William Contreras, Yelich, Vaughn, Sal Frelick, Luis Rengifo, assuming he wins the third base job, Garrett Mitchell, and Joey Ortiz. Again, I understand on paper that doesn't compare to the Dodgers lineup. I get that. So I understand the power grade is going to be down, right? Because that's the one thing we talk about. But they were 22nd in home runs last year. That's an F. It's not a good grade, but it's better than an F, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Patience, they got a D. The Brewers saw the most pitches the second most pitches in all of baseball last year. The second most. They made pitchers throw the second most pitches in all of baseball. And Patience gets a D? Explain to me how that works. You had this, pitchers threw the second most pitches against your team. The Dodgers were 1, the Brewers were 2. And somehow that's a D grade? Where do you think this team gets an advantage? It's by working counts, grinding out at bats.
Who did these grades?
ESPN.com.
Yeah, well, Gabe, we've had troubles with their power rankings. We just did a list that, well, the last power rankings we did, I didn't even understand what it was. The one I botched a little bit.
Base running.
This is not a surprise.
Base running is a B, which, again, is a solid grade. But again, this team goes from first to third. They create more runs because they have athleticism. It's the way they play. They don't hit the ball out of the ballpark a ton. Again, 22nd in home runs last year. So how do they score runs? Well, by being aggressive on the base path. And somehow that's a B? Yeah, no wonder they've got the 15th best lineup and you're only projecting them for 81.3 wins. I think the baseline of your model's broken. I shouldn't get this upset about it, Chew, but somehow they managed to make me upset about it because it's just dumb. Like, if you're trying to analyze baseball, actually watch this team win games.
This is all part of the trust, Gabe. I gather all these things and put them in a little basket and then turn it over to trust of the organization because clearly they did the same thing last year. They probably do the same thing every year. And look where they wound up last year.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I know. I should care. I should not care about this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't. But I saw it. Joshy brought it to my attention. I opened it up, and I had to have known that this was going to make me upset. And it should make me upset because I know this team is better than what this projection is.
And the 81 projection, is that second in the Central? Behind the Cubs?
Behind the Cubs, yes.
Okay. Well, there's that.
Who are projected at 83.8, according to this projection.
Well, then you can't be that mad. You just said they may look better on paper, and they're projected to only win 2 more games.
But again, like being the 15th best line, I guess the thing that makes me upset, it's not the overall ranking of 15. It's like the things that I know the Brewers are good at.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
That you're trying to tell me that they're not good at. But I have eyes. I watched these games last year.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is I don't know if the Packers are fast. Christian Watson, he's really he's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dude's fast.
But learn your lesson from last year. They did the exact same thing.
Yeah. I don't think that it's going to be tough for the Brewers to replicate what they did last year, right? Getting to 97 wins, the most wins that they've ever had. And I'm not anticipating that they do that. They had the 2 long win streaks. They got up to 14 franchise record. I don't expect them to do that. And it's going to be a battle with the Cubs, right? And on paper, the Cubs might be a little bit better, but I still expect it to be a fun year. It's just
none of that matters.
Give them a little bit of respect. There's literally nothing the Brewers can do to get respect from anyone outside of the 4-1. Well, not outside of the 414 area code because people in Wisconsin obviously across here, but there's nothing they can do to get respect from anyone.
When have they ever respected Wisconsin? Never. They disrespect the Bucks, the Brewers, and even I'll go back to when I played. Number 1, we were number 1 offense or number 2 offense in the NFL. You know how many of our offensive linemen were voted in to the Pro Bowl? 0. Mm-hmm. 0. This has been going on for years. So.
Wait, so how did Frank? Because isn't there a picture of you, Brett, and Frank at the Pro Bowl? Oh, Frank was an alternate?
Yeah.
Do you remind him of that?
Well, I just tell him it doesn't really count.
Even though there's a picture that exists of the 3 of you.
And he's got the jersey.
Yeah.
Sure. But I was an alternate the year Keith got in, and both tight ends went.
In 96?
4 sounds a lot better than 3.
I didn't realize you actually went that year.
I didn't.
Oh.
Because the 2 tight ends from the NFC went.
Oh, okay.
The 1 center didn't go, which allowed Frank to go.
Gotcha.
What's the difference? He went, and I don't go? We're both first alternates, but he gets credit, and I don't?
Well,
hey, you want me to get mad now? About disrespect?
Well, I mean, the difference is he actually got to go and play in the game. There's a picture of him being there. That would be the difference.
Yeah.
That would be the difference. But
so
yeah, I cannot wait for the baseball season to start. It is a month from tomorrow is opening day, and we can get past these projections.
All they got to do is get in the dance, Gabe. And
100%.
Look, you don't know what happens from there.
100%.
Right?
Well, we kind of know.
Well, because the Dodgers in the National League.
Yeah, but if you get hot, and the small market teams have done it.
I think the hope is for everyone, and again, this is always tough, but the way the Dodgers played it last year, it was basically tried to save all their big guns for the postseason.
Yeah.
That's what happens, except the Dodgers end up in the wild card round, that they don't get a bye. I think that's the best chance to beat the Dodgers. Because 2 out of 3, that happens. Bad teams beat good teams 2 out of 3 all the time in baseball.
Well,
I think that's the hope.
But let me ask you this: were they just
they're better
hot?
than they were last year now?
but let me ask you this: the Brewers get no street cred for beating them every single game in the regular season.
No,
are we saying that?
No, because they got dog walked in 4 games in the playoffs.
But I didn't see that coming.
Should have.
I mean, I didn't see a sweep coming. I thought they'd get a game or 2, and then Shohei did,
Well, now that's not fair.
The thing.
Shohei should be not allowed to play this game.
Chewy, do you know that Gabe and I are huge in Japan?
I heard. I did.
Just this past month, I was looking at some of YouTube.
Wait, they're still watching that?
5,000 more views were added in the baseball offseason of people watching that.
Time out. Why wasn't I a part of this?
Because we were watching the game live.
In commenting on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was a night.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like a 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Here in the office, it's me, Strofe, Will, Joshy.
There's multiple people requesting our presence in Japan. We got to figure that out.
I don't even know how to do the conversion rate, Josh. I don't know what a fair rate is.
Are you getting royalty checks yet?
Not yet.
12 cents?
From the happy, terrific, lucky hour, or whatever it was from
Super
Seinfeld.
Terrific happy hour?
Super terrific happy hour. Just huge. Joshy and I, huge over in Japan. The UFL had some really interesting rule changes. And again, it's the UFL. Does it really matter? Maybe not, but the rule changes are interesting. And they've definitely used that league before as a testing ground before they made some changes in the NFL. We dive into those rule changes coming up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
The most important thing I can tell you about Milwaukee weight loss is simply that it works. There comes a point where you know it's time to do something for yourself. I wanted real goals, real change, and I decided 2026 is the year I look and feel my best. From the first consultation, their team really listened and built a customized plan around me and my goals. I've lost over 20 pounds at this point. I'm down to pant size, and I am feeling my best. This Valentine's month, Milwaukee Weight Loss is sharing the love with $300 off during their Valentine's sale. Now through February 28th only. Many patients lose up to a pound of fat a day. Some people lose 20 to 30 pounds in just a month or two. Milwaukee Weight Loss has already helped thousands of people change their lives. There's no better time than now to take control and start feeling confident again. Schedule a free consultation at 262-235-3980 or visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Milwaukee Weight Loss, the time is now.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Still dealing with an accident on 41 southbound, just south of Mayfair Road. Backups just heading right across Mayfair, so just be careful with that. Eastbound 94, we got delays from just before 84th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Back on the brakes from Mitchell Boulevard to about 35th Street. Westbound's backed up from 27th to Mitchell Boulevard as well. And southbound 43, watch for backups from before Hampton all the way down past Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Geist Garage Doors. For over 70 years, Geist Garage Doors has been the local trusted name for garage door sales, service, and repair. Visit GeistDoors.com and don't think twice, call Geist. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 29. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 17. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top-quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
Big news from Carbless. A fan favorite, and one of my favorites, Blood Orange flavor is now its own dedicated 4-pack. Crafted with real spirits for a true cocktail taste. Blood Orange brings bold, citrus-forward flavor with a smooth, premium finish. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. Now it's even easier to stock up on the flavor everyone keeps asking for. Look for Carbless Blood Orange 4-pack at your local retailer now. Once you try it, you'll understand why Blood Orange has earned its own pack. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip. Find it near you at drinkcarbless.com.
You know what's great? Your contracting business is getting bigger. Here's the thing. The bigger your business, the bigger your pile of day-to-day tasks. Invoices, inventory, accounting. As you keep growing, so does the list. Service Titan is here to bring that list of tasks down to size. Our all-in-one solution for the trades makes managing your business needs, all of them, easier and faster than ever before. Learn how Service Titan can help manage the day-to-day of your business. Visit servicetitan.com.
My name's Brian Windhurst, and I've seen a lot of good offense in my life. If you're looking to initiate some offense of your own against your high-interest credit card debt, I'm letting you know a SoFi personal loan might be the play. A SoFi personal loan could be quite the triple threat, with low fixed rates, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. View your rate for a SoFi personal loan at SoFi.com/offense. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply at SoFi.com/offense. NMLS 696891.
The Greater Milwaukee Golf Show, presented by Old Fashioned Golf, is back at the Mosh Performance Center in Franklin, March 13th through the 15th. The show has been reimagined with a simple goal: turn it into Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. That's why Vibes Golf Club, a group of golf-loving former Badger football players, including Melvin Gordon, will be at the show all 3 days. Plus, Bridgestone will be doing some ball fittings, and Carl's Place will be powering Simulator Alley. To learn more, log on to GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com.
Experience hot gaming action and a relaxing spa day. Your perfect winter getaway at the island. Book a stay and float package to get both a standard room and a rejuvenating 60-minute float pod therapy session for less than $100. Complement your stay with an elevated dining experience at Horizon Steakhouse and fun on the gaming floor where big wins wait for you. The Island Resort and Casino's stay and float package runs through February. Call 800-682-6040 to book yours today. Certain days and restrictions apply.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I just figured if I got the yellow ones from Mexico, I could slip those in without her. Did you know the Viagra in Mexico is yellow?
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Wait, can you just paint it? You just drop it in a little food coloring?
You probably could, like an egg.
I'm
going to try that.
Easter has a new meaning in the Chimera household.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Tune into the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. It's presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Bucks versus the World, it's narrated by comedian Charlie Behrens, reveals the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, where the Bucks became the first NBA team to take on the best national team in the world, which at the time was the Soviet Union. Before the Dream Team, this long-forgotten tournament in Milwaukee globalized the game of basketball and opened the doors to international stars coming to the NBA. Find Behind the Bucks, Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher. Yesterday, we talked a little bit, Chew, about the Packers, their tickets, and how, okay, you can't be selling them on a regular basis or all of your tickets on a regular basis and expect to get tickets for the following season. Right, this is a policy that's been around for a while and really hasn't affected too many, people. It's a very small number of people who don't get their season tickets renewed by the team. Again, them not choosing, but the team deciding, hey, you're not getting tickets this year. But there was a story again yesterday and earlier this week. So Aaron Popke, are you familiar with Aaron?
I know Aaron.
So Aaron Popke is the director of public affairs for the Packers, and he was on Wilde and Tausch yesterday. And it was something, I guess, an explanation behind how this whole thing works.
I should point out, and I think most ticket holders and fans understand this, but
the tickets are not owned by the ticket holders. They are a year-to-year prospect. So each season, as a season ticket holder, you have the opportunity to purchase tickets. So you don't own them. You purchase them from the team. There's not a personal seat license that was purchased at Lambeau Field. There was a user fee that you paid, and you still, when you come off the wait list, that is something that still happens. You pay a user fee, which goes into a fund that helps keep up Lambeau Field. And when you are no longer a season ticket holder, you get that money back. So it's a difference from a seat license. So there's no ownership there. And the Packers choose to issue tickets to a season ticket holder each and every year. And the language states that we can choose not to renew those for any reason or for no reason. And our process now is we're taking a look at the usage of the tickets. And again, as we stated, it's people who are selling 100% of them, people who are repeatedly reselling them.
Does that mean they're not going to stop there? Gabe? Sounds like they might elevate the one game to.
I mean, for a director of public affairs to try to, because the only reason I would think that they would want somebody on Wilde and Tausch is,
well, he called on his own.
Yeah,
he was listening, called in, and decided to share his opinion and maybe correct some things he didn't think were being addressed in the right way. There's three main things that I think we should all take away from that. As a community-owned organization, telling your fans they don't own the seats, well, yeah, technically we're supposed to. So trying to cut that line of you buy them from the Packers, but aren't you using the community when it works to your advantage and not when it does? It really bothers me, and that's a thing that's happened ever since Harlan left.
This is it sounds like they found the loophole in the user fee.
Yes, and then it's not a personal seat license; it's a user fee. Yeah. You're still paying $10,000. So you could get it back, but do you get it back then if it gets passed down through your family, or do you just repay it? Either way, you're taking $10,000 from me.
Mm-hmm. Josh, would you say they take advantage of their fans because the fans allow them to take advantage of them?
Yeah, yes, 1,000,000%. It's because the Packers are beloved.
Well, again, there's 155,000 people on the wait list.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And then the vagueness of that ending there.
They can basically do whatever they want and renew your tickets because they feel like it.
It seems like the policy is potentially expanding. And I know they're trying to say we're trying to make it so more Packer fans are in the stadium. It's money. You don't like that people make money on the tickets that you guys own.
And it's just such a weird thing to care about. Is it not?
It's so strange.
Is it not? I mean, look, I understand caring to an extent about how many visiting fans are in your stadium. And if it felt like that's what they were doing here, Josh, and that's what they actually cared about, this would be different. But caring that you've got $600 million in your kitty, in the rainy day fund. Who cares if average Joe's making $200 off of a ticket because he sold it?
It also doesn't pass the sniff test because Lambeau Field, they've built it up to be a destination. It's a bucket list.
Yes.
People are trying to. Nobody cares about going to Soldier Field. That's not a place people are calling a bucket list. You are going to have a higher amount of fans from out of town because it means so much to NFL fans as a whole. People want to be there. And Mark Murphy's done a great job of building it up as a destination.
Yeah, and being more than just a football stadium. Because I think, Chew, the first game I went to in 1995 when you were playing, Chew, there was a Kmart across the street. Right. We parked in the Kmart parking lot. That's where we were when we went to the game. And now, like Josh said, you've got the whole Titletown district. There's restaurants, there's bars. You have the Hall of Fame, which used to be detached, now in the stadium. So it is a destination for people, not just Packer fans, but for other people to go visit, especially if their team. I know people that are not fans of the Green Bay Packers, fans of other teams, that, my team's playing the Packers this year. Let's go to Lambeau Field.
Yes.
I've never been. Let's make a trip out of it. And that's, again, the way you've marketed it.
Yes.
So you can make more money.
Yes.
And now you're upset, and I'm putting that in air quotes, because people are selling their tickets and some of those other fans are getting these opportunities.
So Josh, what bothers you is they perceive themselves as lily white, and they're not lily white.
Correct. And Also, the reason, if we were to put this up to the smell test and start looking into the finer issues here, constantly every single year raising the pricing of tickets is going to lend itself to people who are going to be selling their tickets. A lot of people who own tickets aren't extremely wealthy business owners. There's a lot of people, it's been passed down through their family. They've had it for years and years and years, and it costs more and more money every single year to do that.
Well, and again, we just, could the Packer, we just had Kristen Bryan here.
Yes.
Who told us that she's got season tickets. Again, you can win games to a mutually agreed upon date. Just sign up for Bowling for Babies. Scan the QR code when it's up on our ESPN YouTube page during a break on March 7th. But basically what Popke just said there is, we heard the Bry family was donating their tickets. We don't like that because it's not a cause we agreed to. We're going to take away their tickets.
Yeah.
That's basically, he said, they can do that. Now, are they going to do that? No.
Right.
But based on what Popke said there, they could do that if they wanted to.
And do we trust them to stop at this selling every ticket for multiple years thing? I don't.
No.
I have no reason to trust the Packers. There's no reason to trust they're going to do right by every single fan.
And that's why I don't like going up there anymore. Because when I played, I knew the ticket guy, I knew the receptionist, I knew everyone in the building. It was a big family, you know? Mm-hmm. And we'd have a Christmas party, and, you get to see everyone. You knew the janitors, you knew this, you knew everyone, you knew the grounds people, you knew that. Now you go up there and...
So I agree with you. The Packers have gotten more corporate, but has the NFL in general just gotten more corporate too?
Oh, of course,
yes. So I think that's just kind of, unfortunately, par for the course.
Right. But
Gabe, to your point, the world has gotten more corporate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
The world has gotten more corporate.
That's also a good point.
The thing that's if this was simply an owner and a guy trying to pinch every penny and get every single dollar they can out of the people, it would be different for me. I understand that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily love that they're enriching themselves on something I view as a service to the community and an institution. It's not just any old business. It's not the gas station down the street.
Sure.
But the Packers have the community-owned aspect. They take money from people for a piece of paper and that they get to call them an owner. And that, to me, makes it different. And I think you should operate as different. I'm not telling you not to make money. I'm not telling you not to be profitable. I'm not telling you not to make expansions. But there are places where you can not ding your fans for every opportunity possible.
For example, Josh, there are NFL teams that are doing reduced concession prices, almost as a happy hour before the game starts. Again, encouraging more people to go in early, and that might be a little bit more difficult at Lambeau because the big tailgating culture and people love to do those things. Obviously, we've got our party at the Tundra Trio, but Packers could do something like that.
Why not have a team owners concession stand?
Yep.
You have something on your phone, you scan it, you get a cheeseburger for $2.50 or a hot dog for $2. You're still making money. We know how economics work at large scale.
Well, it's because they don't have to.
Right. Yeah. Right? And that's the problem. There's a difference between what you should do and what you have to do. And it seems like the Packers only do what they have to, or only what they should do sometimes. And when it's beneficial to them.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to Josh's TED Talk.
That was a good rant.
I know people are going to be, because so many people are like, well, I want my season ticket, so this is good for me, and it's the Packers, and they can do no wrong. But just look at it objectively a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Which is hard.
I love the Green Bay Packers. I'm a fan. I have been my whole life.
Ashton in Sheboygan text in on the Carbol's Talk text line, 800-990-3776. My wife and I are expected to get tickets in the next 5 years or so. It's not an insignificant investment. I have 2 young kids, have waited 30-plus years to get the tickets. So, sorry if I sell my ticket to try to help offset a 10K downstroke.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, by adding that type of investment to get season tickets, which I don't know when they started that. I don't recall as a kid that existed.
Remember,
So I'm not sure when they started. Oh yeah, if you want the tickets, you got to invest. That's also added because I know a lot of people.
Well, I think
people have an issue with Lambeau Field and the environment and how it's kind of not as alive as it was when you played.
Right.
I think it started with the remodel in 20 whatever.
Yeah, 2000s, yeah.
Because that's when they started adding that user fee. Because that user fee was never around when I played.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that makes sense because that's kind of, again, when the PSLs kind of became in vogue, even though the Packers don't want to call this a PSL, but call it whatever you want. You're taking $10,000 up front.
Yeah.
However you want to call it whatever you want, it's basically serving the same purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I think that's an interesting point made by Ashton on the Carbless Talking text line. We've got to see what we put on the poll, the Infinity Exteriors Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll. We will get to that coming up next. But right now is your chance to win some tickets. The Greater Milwaukee Golf Show presented by Old Fashioned Golf. It is coming up. It's back, baby. It's been completely reimagined. Taking place March 13th through the 15th at Mosh Performance Center in Franklin. It's going to be Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. Get your VIP tickets now for $50 at GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com. VIP tickets include a dozen golf balls, a round of golf, and much more. Right now, we're going to hook you up with 2 general admission tickets to go check it out. Caller number 7, 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776 gets 2 general admission tickets to the Greater Milwaukee Golf Show presented by Old Fashioned Golf, March 13th through the 15th.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
February means big savings at Exterior Pros and Baths. Upgrade your home with energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath makeover and get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time during our February winter savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com now. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
This Valentine's month, Milwaukee Weight Loss is sharing the love with $300 off during our Valentine's sale. Now through February 28th only. It's the perfect time to fall in love with the result-getting Milwaukee Weight Loss program. We know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no counting points or calories, no drugs, no surgery, and no injections with the risk of serious side effects. Whether you want to look great for Valentine's Day, an upcoming event, or just for you can start losing those unwanted pounds right now. No more losing weight and gaining it back. This program helps you keep the weight off for good. Visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Josh DiMaggio here, and I have already lost 15 pounds since I started this journey in mid-January, and now it's your time to show yourself some love with $300 off. But hurry, this Valentine's sale ends February 28th. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. Call 262-235-3980 now for your free consultation. That's 262-235-3980 or visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Thesaurus
What's a click below dumb?
You. No.
Whoa. That's fine.
Whoa.
No, that's what I was
Good
getting
one. Good
at.
pop. Good pop.
Whoa. I know.
Unnecessary.
I'm not dumb. I'm one click below dumb. We need to find out what that word is.
Don't you want to be one click above dumb?
Oh, that's right. I'm one click above.
On 94.5 ESPN.
It is a Wendorf Wednesday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, and we seemingly have hit a nerve here with some Packer fans, Chew, when it comes to this, and the tickets and the response that Aaron Popke had yesterday on Wilde and Tausch. Bill hit me, emails me. Don't get this very often. Somebody, Doug, found the email.
I made him mad, didn't I?
Yeah, but again, here's what he's saying. During the season, I get an email from the Packers on Thursdays if tickets are released. Now, again, sometimes this happens in the NFL. The away team gets X amount of tickets. If they don't use them, they give them back to the team, and then the Packers release them, right, to the general public. They started last year selling them at a secondary market prices in the years before they sold them for face value. So they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. So Packers are taking advantage a little bit as well.
How that doesn't make you mad is beyond me. A secondary price? What do you mean? They haven't changed hands.
Yep.
They're just available.
Also got a tweet about this from Brandt saying, huge hypocrisy for the Packers is Ticketmaster, the official the partner, and there is a percentage kept for each ticket resold. They care about people in the seats until TV has an interest contrary to the public, i.e. Thursday night games. So this is obviously a sore subject, a touchy subject for those who do have, the lucky few who do have the season tickets. And A texts in on the Cardinals Talking text line, 800-990-3776. I hate that, like everywhere. It's the consumer's fault, with that in air quotes. In these scenarios, the reason is always profits.
Just listening to Aaron, though, doesn't sound like they're done.
No.
This is kind of like, hey, knock it off. Don't do this.
It feels like, I don't know if he thought he was putting out a fire, because it only feels like he fanned the flames. Didn't put out the fire the way he thought he was.
The problem is there's going to be people like us who point out the hypocrisy. And then there's going to be millions of people who say, I know this sucks. I wish I didn't have
but
to do this.
But I love the Packers.
But I love the Packers.
And this is what
it's
it
not
is.
going to stop me. Right.
Yep.
So that explains a lot of the world.
Well, and that's what the Packers are counting on.
Yes.
Is people going, it's the Packers. Yeah, this stinks. I wish it was different, but I'm going to do what I got to do to get these tickets.
There's a reason this policy existed prior to them announcing it and talking about it publicly, and there's a reason now it's a step further. This isn't the end of the line. This isn't the last step among this process of limiting who can get tickets and for what reason and why you can take them away.
Can I tell you this, though? Aaron didn't pick up the phone without being told to pick up the phone.
He wasn't calling in on his own free will?
No. I've known Aaron since he was an intern under Lee Rimmel way back in the day. Someone told him to pick up the phone. I'm just...
Look,
I can't prove that, but I had the same thought.
Yeah.
So we're going to say allegedly, or it is our belief that...
I think Chewy's right here. But again, if you're going to do that... do a better job of trying to put out the fire.
It's a classic. That stuff sounds good in a boardroom, and when you're sitting with people who are all on your side, and then it gets set up in public, and everyone's like, I don't
know if we need to say the quiet part out loud.
Well, it's not just the players up there that are arrogant.
Oh, no.
Of course not.
Absolutely.
Whole damn building's arrogant. Yeah.
That's another, much like the soap going down your body. That's the trickle-down effect there.
See, now this is Joshy's wheelhouse because he loves poking the bear.
Well, the thing is, it's more than just poking the bear. It's something I truly believe.
Yeah.
Like, I do believe the fans saved the team. They exist because of the fans.
Doesn't matter.
And none of that exists to them up there anymore in any meaningful way. And that, to me, is bothersome.
Well, and that's, I think, the further we get removed from Bob Harlan. Like, again, it's not Ed Policy's fault that he wasn't here for that, right? But, like, Bob, you mentioned, Chewy, like the family aspect that it had.
Yeah.
And I think Bob preserved that
Yes.
for as long as he could because he went through harsh times of the team being bad, harsh times of the NFL not making the money that it is now. And, okay, can we actually keep a team here? Is this financially feasible? And then having to push through being the face and the leader when they actually got through the tax that barely passed in the 2000s for them to get some of the taxpayer money to do the renovation of the stadium. So, like, there's a lot of hard work done by Bob Harlan with the community working with him that he was obviously appreciative of that Mark Murphy and now Ed Policy just don't have because they didn't have to do that because of what the foundation that Bob laid.
And the thing is, they'll never have to at this point.
No,
like
it's too far gone.
Yes, any issue is so long down the road that it's Bob clearly appreciated what the fan base and the people of Wisconsin did to keep the team here and keep them relevant. And that is not, it doesn't exist.
I'm guessing we're romanticizing it a little bit too, Josh. I'm sure there are things that Bob did that took advantage
it's
as well.
It's still a business, but we're okay with that.
Yeah.
Because he at least gestured towards it.
Correct.
Bob went door to door.
Yes.
Trying to get the vote. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was out there knocking on doors for
But again,
months
that's why he was appreciative, more appreciative of the fan base than the current leadership. And they don't have to be as appreciative because of all the work that Bob did. And it's just a shame, to Josh's point, because it's a community-owned team, that they're losing that connect with the community. Whether it's this, whether it's wanting to pay less on the lease that they have of Lambeau Field, like all those things. It all factors in. We do have on our Infinity Exteriors poll of the day, at Jen Gabe Chewy on Twitter, did Brian Gutekunst blame Matt LaFleur and the Packers coaching staff for the team failures in 2025? Again, some of the sound we played earlier in the show. Right now, 69% say yes.
Oof.
Nice.
So,
I want to see a retort. Is that the word?
A what?
A shot back at the bow.
He wants LaFleur to send, sort of.
Yeah. That's the off-season game. Drama's good.
He has before.
Yeah, I just don't know when he's talking again.
Yeah.
Motors meeting, right?
Yeah. Or if they sign someone in free agency, maybe. That's more Goody than anything else. Weldy and Tausch coming up next.
Still dealing with an accident on 41 southbound, just south of Mayfair Road. Backups just heading right across Mayfair, so just be careful with that. Eastbound 94, we got delays from just before 84th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Back on the brakes from Mitchell Boulevard to about 35th Street. Westbound's backed up from 27th to Mitchell Boulevard as well. And southbound 43, watch for backups from before Hampton.